Howdy, 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 beautiful spirits. Welcome to the spiritually hard-headed tribe. I decided to create this channel because I don't know about y'all. I have come to understand myself as spiritually hard-headed. And what I mean by that is I just feel like a lot of times the spirit is always trying to talk to me, always trying to tell me stuff, you know, giving me moments of clarification or understanding. And I don't know about y'all, but I got a little bit, maybe a whole bunch of resistance. I think more than anything, I probably have a whole bunch of stubbornness in me. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, I'm probably the only person on the planet like this, but anyways. And I realized that, that spiritual hard-headedness, once I tapped into it, once I understood it for what it was, I realized, oh my God, this is really a gift. And so I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about what it means to be spiritually hard-headed. Perhaps you may find yourself spiritually hard-headed too, although I'm probably the only person on the planet who's spiritually hard-headed, and that's all good too. But I wanted to share with you guys because what I just journaled about it a little bit, and I want to share with you that being spiritually hard-headed, well, first and foremost, you guys, like, it's not a weakness. Oh my God. What I wrote here is, it's the guarantee that the glitches, meaning like the signals and the nudges and the, you know something going on, but you don't know exactly what's going on. All that stuff we resist, right? We get them, but then we're like, you know, at least I do. Well, these are the very signals leading you to your soul's sovereignty. I want to reiterate that being spiritually hard-headed is not a flaw. Like, it's really almost like our built-in guarantee system to reconnect us to source. You know, because what I've come to understand is that, look, we are souls, right? Our souls were at one with God at one point in time, all, you know, in a very wonderful experience, you know, where we probably didn't have to do a lot of work. We just was. And then I think what I've been learning from different teachings is that our souls choose to individuate, right? We choose to be born into beings on this planet. However, that experience is going to be far different than the experience that we had when we were one with God, the infinite intelligence source. Okay, that was the ambulance. Hope you guys didn't hear that. And so, because we're having this different experience as beings on this planet, we struggle, right? Because the experience that we're having on this planet is really, it brings with it, number one, consciousness, right? Which is different than the kind of consciousness we had when we were one with God. That consciousness also is about contrast, right? Duality. You know, we can't know hot from cold. We can't know light from dark. And so resistance, right? You know, I say part of my being spiritual hard-headed is that I'm resistant. And that resistance really has to do with the fact that I'm being called to surrender back to the God, surrender back to the infinite intelligence, surrender back to the source where all my answers, where everything I need is. However, I already have everything that I need, right? It's I'm going to read a little bit more here. I say that, you know, being spiritually hard-headed is not a flaw. It's a guarantee that even your resistance, what I refer to as signals and nudges and glitches that maybe you keep ignoring, well, they're part of the path. That, you know, every time we're stubborn, right? Every time we miss a nudge, it is proof that our souls has never stopped calling us back to its sovereignty, really to the truth, right? And so what is soul's sovereignty? I say that soul sovereignty is when we walk in the remembrance that we are one with source. We honor that sacredness of our beingness as humans. I don't like the word human, but for the lack of a better word, humanity. And what it means to be a human, which I call a unique expression. Now, some refer to it as a limitation. I just say it's just different. It's not limited, it's just different. And how we navigate it will be different based on each person, right? Each person will have a unique beingness, and it will express itself uniquely. And so I think that's important for us to know and remember and be all right with, right? There's this guy, he's walking towards me with a dog, so I hope he doesn't like interrupt me. But anyways, so I also want you guys to know you do not need fixing, right? You are all right just the way that you are, and all your little messiness, like, and all my messiness and all my dysfunction and all my blah, blah, blah. I've come to understand that I don't really need fixing, that what I need to do each and every day is to be engaged in more remembering, more honoring the sacredness that is inside of me. And I also want to be clear about this, guys. You don't have to work at it. And the reason why you don't have to work at it is because you're gonna naturally get signals, right? You're gonna naturally get nudges. You're gonna naturally get these moments when you're like, something ain't right, or I need to think about something differently, or whatever the case may be. It could be an incident, it could be a situation, that those are designed to help you remember and come back to source. I just think that I just get the feeling that I'm not the only spiritually hard-headed person on this planet. And so I created this channel because I just want to talk a little bit about what I've learned in this process of kind of accepting myself for who I am. Also, I will do other videos where I will be specific about, as I say, you spiritually hard-headed when. I will tell you moments when I was spiritually hard-headed, what I learned, and how that brought me closer to the truth of who and what I am, and that I am God. I am extension of source. I have individuated into this kind of level of consciousness and being, and I'm having a unique experience and lots of unique expressions. So I hope you'll come back to the channel. But before we close, I want to say this. The path to your soul sovereignty has always been in you and will forever be in you. And so know that to be true, and know that to be the way forward, right? And so in closing, I'll just say this. I think by accepting myself as spiritually hard-headed, I feel more joy. I feel more content. I feel less of a need to perform. I feel all right with myself. I don't feel so alone, because I felt so alone for so many years. I feel peace. I feel like I enjoy laughter. And I'm excited about the fact that each and every day, I'm reminded, even when I don't want to remember, that I am one with Source. And so I have everything that I need, and that I'm going to be 100% all right. So take good care of yourself, beautiful spirits, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love.